deportation and removal lawyer in San Antonio, Texas, understanding your rights. If you are facing removal, formerly known as deportation, from the U.S., it is important to understand that you have the right to fight your removal, have the right to appeal any decisions handed down by immigration judges, and have other rights under the law regarding detention and removal from the country. If you are facing deportation and removal, immigration officers may offer you the option to voluntarily leave the United States. It is important to understand that you have certain rights under the law. If you are facing deportation, you may want to contact the law office of J. Joseph Cohen, a San Antonio, Texas deportation and removal lawyer who can review your case, help you navigate the legal process, and fight to help you stay in the country. Your rights when encountering immigration officers in San Antonio, Texas. If you have been stopped by police who ask you your immigration status, or are facing questioning by immigration officers, or are facing detention by ICE, it is important that you understand your rights and options under the law. Never lie to immigration officers and never present immigration officers with false documents or information. What are your rights when dealing with police and immigration officers? What are your rights if the deportation process has begun? The American Civil Liberties Union provides some basic information that you can keep in mind if you have been stopped by immigration officers or police. You have the right to remain silent and do not have to answer any questions about your immigration status. You may be required to provide photo identification to officers if they ask, but you can tell officers clearly that you would like to remain silent and don't wish to share additional information. You can refuse to agree to any searches of your home, car or person. The only way officers can search your home or your car is if they believe a crime has taken place and if you're under arrest or if they have a warrant. If officers search your home, car, or person, anyway, make it clear that you are not consenting to the search, but never resist arrest or resist police. If officers ask you questions about where you were born, your immigration status, or how you entered the country, you have the right to remain silent. Tell officers that you want to remain silent. You have the right to ask to speak to a lawyer. If you're under arrest for a crime, you have the right to ask for a court-appointed lawyer. If you are being detained or being deported, the government may not have to provide a lawyer for you. However, you have the right to call a lawyer to represent you. The law office of J. Joseph Cohen is a deportation and removal lawyer in San Antonio, Texas who may be able to help you with your case. Having a lawyer on your side if you are navigating the deportation and removal process can make an immense difference in the outcome of your case. For example, the law office of J. Joseph Cohen may be able to help you find ways to adjust your status and remain in the country. If a judge rules against you, I may be able to fight to appeal your case in court. Contact a deportation and removal lawyer in San Antonio, Texas today to learn more about your rights and options under the law. Are you eligible for adjustment of status if you are facing deportation? One of the ways that you may be able to stop or appeal deportation proceedings is by adjusting your status. You may be able to seek adjustment of status if you are married to a U.S. citizen. You may also seek asylum, or obtain relief if immigration officers made a mistake in beginning removal proceedings. Another way you may be able to stop deportation and removal proceedings is if you can show that you lived in the U.S. for 10 years and can show that you have had good moral character during this period of time. If removal from the U.S. will cause serious hardship to a parent, child, or spouse who is a U.S. citizen, you may be able to stop your removal proceedings. The law office of J. Joseph Cohen is a deportation and removal lawyer who may be able to assist you with your case, finding solutions for you and your family if you are facing detention or removal from the U.S. if you have been detained or stopped by immigration officers, may remain silent and request to speak to a San Antonio, Texas deportation and removal attorney such as the law office of J. Joseph Cohen.